Hi everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on into the craft room. We're going to get it pulled up over here and we'll get started. If you're new to my page, make sure that you are commenting for a chance at some Happy Mail. My mom will be on shortly here and she will be pulling names for Happy Mail. So the way that works is you just comment and you are entered into our monthly Happy Mail drawing. Okay, so when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. Hello, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy is here sharing us into the group, and I did link the Craft Around the Clock group page. So if you are not following that, please make sure you do, and you will have live crafting from early in the morning till late at night, 5 days a week, and then there's usually stuff going on the weekends too. So come on in. Hello, Miss Tracy. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hello, hello. All right, so we have a Valentine kit here, and this is a little shelf setter, and it says, "You make my heart happy." And this is a plywood base. It's got the little stand that we're going to put it together on, and we're going to take all these off, and we're going to get going here. So, how is everybody doing? How is your weather? How's all the things? Tell me all the things. It's kind of crummy here, but if you saw my post this morning, I'm choosing to accept the crummy weather and be thankful for what I have, because there's a lot of folks in this country right now, in North Carolina and California specifically, that are really struggling. So I'm just going to be happy with what I've got. All right, so if you can see, this backer board is got like the shiplap lines in it. I am going to paint this white, but I'm going to distress it with the candle wax method. So we're just going to put some candle wax here and there, just randomly, not in the same places. And then we are going to go along our edges. We like it distressed on our edges very well. Okay, so that is enough of that. I'm going to kind of brush off the excess. And we will get rolling here. Okay, so I'm going to paint this white. So we're going to start with white. Might need to do a couple of coats. Usually if I do a kind of a heavy enough coat with distressing it, you really don't need to do another coat. So we'll see. How's that Florida weather, Miss Tracy? It was a whopping 0 this morning on my way to work. 0 degrees. So, yeah, if I wanted to live in Alaska, I would. Just saying. But again, we're not going to complain. I have a warm home, warm clothes, and, you know, a car that runs and keeps me out of the cold in that regard. So we're going to be thankful for our blessings. Hi, Brenda. If you happen to see any of my crafty sisters come on and their page names, which you're welcome to, make sure you give them a follow as well. This kit is on our website. I've got it linked in the post, so you can pick it up there. Hey, Linda. It was 49 this morning, and you're in Arkansas, Cheryl? I had to think about where you're at. You're in the south, but I can't remember where. Was I close? Is it Arkansas? We are making a You Might Make My Heart Happy shelf setter. This is from our website. We cut these right here internally in our garage, actually. We have it all set up out there for that. Cut them on our laser. I think we're just going to do one coat because I think that's going to be perfect by the time we do our distressing. I shouldn't have put that in there. Yes, South Louisiana. Okay, I was going to say Louisiana first, and I was like, no, it's Arkansas. I was right. It was. Yeah, it's kind of nasty here, and it's going to get worse next week. Believe it or not, as the 0 wasn't cold enough, it's going to get worse. The highs are only going to be single digits. At least it got up to like 22 today, so it was a little bit warmer. But it's not going to do that all week. Bob's doing okay. I think he underestimated how serious of surgery this was, even though I just went through it. But he's handling it okay. It's gonna get colder there too, Cheryl. Hi, Glenda. Welcome. If you're new to my page, I'd love you to give me a follow. And if you're catching this on the replay, make sure you say #replay so I can say hello to you. Almost got this dry. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Come on in. So the beauty of these kits are that all of the design elements that need to be put down onto this backer board have sticky back on them. So there's no need for glue on any of my kits. Okay, I think that's pretty dry, so we'll move that aside. Oh, thank you, Kelly, for sprinkling. I appreciate that so much. And I shouldn't have put my white paintbrush in my water. It's this one, yes. Yeah, I don't clean my brushes every time. Bad about that. I am bad about that. All right, so we are going to paint our base the same color, white. I always paint towards the edge. I never drag this way because I like to try to keep my lasered edge nice and clean. Sometimes I get a little sloppy and it gets on there, but for the most part, I try to keep it pretty clean. Yes, the sticky back is game changer, isn't it, Cheryl? Cheryl's had a few of our kits. They are awesome. I was just about out of it. I had to order it, and it was out of stock temporarily, but they found some in the back for me, and it's on its way. I think it'll be here Friday. So we still have some, but we were getting low, so I wanted to make sure we didn't run out. Okay, there we go. Now we got that painted as well. Hey, Penny. Where have you been, girl? You haven't been on the last couple of subscription group nights. We've missed you. All right, so I am going to paint, all of my words are going to be painted black. We're going to paint this black. I should have put more down here because we want to do our U black as well. So I find it's easiest if you put these down on tape first, and then when you paint them, it's just a little bit easier. And then I just dab them up and down with a sponge. That way, again, you keep your edges a little cleaner. Now, with the black, it doesn't really matter, or dark brown, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see that on the edge with the laser markings, but that way it just keeps it a little cleaner for you. Oops, that's overlapping. There we go. Mara. Welcome, welcome. And yes, Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara. She is a Craft Around the Clock sister, so make sure you give her a follow as well. We really love to support each other in that way, so be sure to give her a follow. Okay, so we have these all painted. And we're going to set this guy aside and let these dry. We'll give them a quick How's California. I believe Mara is in California, correct? How are you? Are you safe? Absolutely. That's what I said this morning, Mara. We need to all be praying for California and North Carolina, because let's not forget North Carolina. They still don't have homes for a lot of those folks, and you know, it's cold there as well. And you know, they're trying to do winter in tents and things. So yeah, that's rough. They need our prayers. Oh, I'm so sorry it was a bad day for me. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes, we definitely need to keep them in our prayers. Okay, so my hearts, we're going to paint red. Just turned it around so I can get a piece of that tape, because I put that other heart right there, so it's harder to hold on to if I can't get the tape. So we definitely want to grab it. We'll see if this needs another coat. I don't think it's going to, but we'll see. Absolutely, Tracy. Hey, Dorothy. Welcome, girl. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I think those are good. I don't think they're going to need another coat. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up, and hopefully you guys can see it, where that candle wax is, and we're going to distress it a little bit, but just so you can get a good idea. See those darker spots? That's where that candle wax was. So it definitely is doing its job. Set these out of the way. And we are going to take our little scraper doodah. And we're just going to gently go over it. And wherever that wax was, it's going to lift off some paint. Okay. So wherever I put the wax, it's going to lift. And that is the look I am going for here. Okay. So I did it gently because I don't like it necessarily to look scraped. I just want it to look old, vintage. So now I'm going to take my little Gator sander. I'm going to go around my edges. I might need a new piece of sandpaper on this. We'll see. Okay, and then I'm also going to go across it right where I did it, because it kind of leaves it a little rough. And like I said, I don't necessarily want it to look scraped. I want it to look like it's worn off. So I'm just going over it with this little sanding block. Okay. So now I've got my little farmhouse distressed little sign going. You can see how well that works. That works so good. Freezing really bad. Just got noticed that I need to restart my computer. That might be the problem, LOL. Perhaps. Hello, Anita. Welcome, welcome. All right. So next, we are going to place these pieces. So what I always tell everybody that does one of my kits is you want to make sure that you place all of your words down before you peel the sticky back. Now I'm going to put a piece of twine across the top. These hearts have holes in them so we can hang them. So we're going to put this over kind of far over. And I am just going to try to line these up best I can. You make, and now we're going to keep this over here. My heart. And now this can go all the way across because we're only going to let those hearts come down that far. So you make my heart happy. Okay. So we're going to stick these down. Now we're going to embellish this a little more. We're going to do some more work to this. But all you do is literally peel off that sticky back, and then it basically makes wood stickers then. So then everything just sticks down, and this stuff is great. It is not going to just fall off. You would have to like pry it off, and you will ruin both pieces. So when I say make sure that you have your placement down before you press it down, like right now it's not pressed down, so I could pick it up and move it a little. But once you press it, you're not going to get it off. It just makes these kits so much easier to make. I love using this little tool from Dollar Tree to pick off the sticky back. It makes it so much easier. Hey, Karen. Very nice to see you on here. Glad you're here. Now, the next 2 weeks, I will be live on Thursdays at 7. That is my time slots. Okay. Okay. So remember how I said these are not going to fall off? They're on. They are stuck for good. Okay. So next, got some crud on there. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white Posca marker. Love these markers that Bob got me. They make it so easy to do things like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go around my hearts here. And I'm trying to remember how I did this that I really liked, so I can do it the same. All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the little line and a dot, and a line and a dot. And these Posca markers dry really fast, so that works out well. Okay. Look at the difference that makes on those hearts. Look how cute that is. It's just darling. Okay, we're going to set that there. Hello, Craft Crazy Company. I'm sorry I don't know what your first name is, so please tell me. So who's my Buckeye fans? Next Monday night is the big Ohio State National Championship game. Hello, Kimberly. So Kimberly is another crafty sister, so make sure that you are giving her a follow as well. There should be a little link right there that says follow, and you can go ahead and just click on that and give her a follow. Now I'm going to put polka dots on the word you, just because I like that look. Just makes it really pop. Karen, you're going to be watching. I'll watch the first part, but I'll probably go to bed before it's over. I don't stay up late. I'm usually in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. So Bob did a funny the other night. So, you know, he had the rotator cuff surgery on Friday. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law let us borrow, they have one of those, I don't know what it's called, but like the recirculating ice machine where it has like a tube and a cuff and it keeps, you know, cold water. It circulates cold water all around this little pad that you put on your shoulder. And so it's basically like having ice on it all the time. And so he had gotten up to use the restroom or something. I don't remember what he was doing, but he had gotten up, so he had taken it off. And I had to help him put it back on. And so he's like, honey, can you come over here and hook me up, please? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so I'm hooking him up, and he's like, you know, at age 57, because he just turned 57, at age 57, hookup means a whole different thing than what it used to mean. I'm like, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? And then we go to bed like silly early, you know, like I said, 8:30, 9 o'clock, but the alarm goes off at 5 a.m. So we're tired by then. We're not exactly party animals. If you went to bed that early, you'd be up at 2:30. Yeah, no, not me. That's 8 hours. You know, if I go to bed at 9, at 5 o'clock, that's 8 hours. But rarely do I actually get to sleep right when I go to bed. So, you know, my Apple Watch tracks my sleep, and I'm usually a 7 hours or so sleeper. That's about all I actually get. Okay, so there's the U. As you can see with those polka dots, it just kind of makes it pop. Makes it a little different, makes it stand out a little bit. Okay, so now we are going to, do I want to use this? I don't think I want to use that. I'm going to use regular twine. So we're going to use some twine. And we're going to just glue it back here. Now, I'm not going to lay this down because I don't know if all those polka dots are dry since I just did them. Where is one of these guys? We're going to need some glue. You know, I never used to really get 7 hours sleep, but I do now. I'm doing better. I used to be like a 5 to 6 hour a night sleeper, but I've been doing better lately. All right. So we're just going to make sure that gets in that glue. And we're just going to randomly put a few layers here. I definitely want that to look like it's not all lined up perfectly, like so. Okay. I'm going to leave this off the edge so it's not on that you. Is that dry? Oh, we're dry. That dries so fast. I love those markers. Okay, we're going to put a little more glue down. When I say you don't need glue, you don't need glue for the kit, but if you want to add the embellishments, then you might want glue. Oh gosh, Tracy, 3 hours, I would die. That's rough. I don't know how you function with that, girl. Okay, we gotta let that dry for a minute. I need to drink water. You guys, I am proud to say I have broken my Diet Coke addiction. Now, I still drink it occasionally, but I used to go from coffee in the morning to Diet Coke, and that's all I would drink all day. I would drink no water. And I have broken that addiction, and I am now drinking mostly water all day. All right, so we're going to put this through a couple of them up here, and we're going to tie it. Hey, Miss Mary. Miss Mary from Ocean Breeze and Me is on. Make sure you're saying hello to her and following her page. All right, so we're going to trim these up. We're going to get the lengths that we want, but first we're going to put them through and tie a knot. Let's see. Make this one the shorter one. I'm telling you, it was something. I was a bad girl. I drank way too much Diet Coke. And I just decided that that's enough. Part of my vocal cord thing is they want it to stay hydrated, obviously, and they don't consider Diet Coke hydrating. So I didn't have so much of a choice. I definitely wanted to do what's best for my vocal cords, and not to mention the rest of my body, but let's see, I'm just trying to get my spacing here, how I want it. Yeah, I think that's good right there. If I'm still drinking it, it's not broken. Well, yes and no. I mean, I enjoy it, but now I limit it, I guess. So maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't break the addiction, but at least I have limited my intake. I mean, when I say limit, like, I don't think I've had any for over a week now. So it's very limited. I drink like maybe a can a week, if that. Mary got rid of soda a long time ago, went to coffee, and now I have to really cut way back. So you drink coffee all the time now? Is that what you're saying? Too much coffee? Okay. So that's what we've got so far. We're not quite done jazzing her up, though. We're going to do a little teeny tiny bow with some buffalo plaid, of course. Do I want to make that kind of bow, or do I want to do this? Let's try this. Let's just do this. I want to make a really tiny one, though. Never made one this little, so I'm not sure how this will turn out, but we'll give it a go. I'm just going to wrap this around 3 or 4 times. Okay. That's going to be too little. I don't think that's going to work at all. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to fan that out. So let's just do a small one. A case? Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. That's even a lot for me. I don't drink that much, and I never did. All right, we're gonna do that. All right, so all I did was I just folded it over, and then I'm just gonna pinch it together. Okay, so it's just gonna make a teeny tiny little bow. I think that'll be about perfect for that. And I think I'm gonna use my black and white. Since everything else on this is black and white, I think we're gonna stick with the black and white. Butcher's twine. And then I think we're also going to do, before I tie it, we're going to add a little bit of the red and white. I'm going to make just a little teeny tiny bow to go on top of that. Oh gosh, Mary. I'm not bad with coffee. I only drink like 1 cup a day, like a 20-ounce cup a day. That's all I drink of the coffee. I'm not too bad with the coffee. But what I did notice, and I've heard that this was true, and I never believed it until I stopped drinking so much Diet Coke, is that diet soda makes you crave sweets. I believe that is true because I would sit there in the afternoon at my desk and just eat candy all afternoon. And now I don't even think about it. It's not even a thing. So I do believe that that is true. All right, let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Lymphedema. Oh, goodness. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound good. All right, we're going to cut these off. So now I've got my red not centered, so I got to pull it through a little bit. There we go. Cut that tail off. Okay, I like that, but now we're going to add just a teeny bit of greenery to it as well. I'm just going to use some of this because I like this. I like how it's just so, I'm not sure what the word is for it, where it's just so free-flowing, I guess. It just kind of goes in different directions. This is off of a garland from Hobby Lobby. So we're going to just, I think these are too long. I need to cut these a little bit. Start with that. Let's see, we're going to poke one there. Let's cut this one back a little. Maybe there. There. Maybe just this little one here. We stopped because my husband got gout. Oh, goodness. I will have this the rest of my life, so life changes and continued maintenance. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Mary. That stinks. Okay, so yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to add those right there. Just add that little bit of greenery. It just really brightens it up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and add these. Glue these down. A glue stick. And we're just going to add this little bow right here on the top. Press and hold. And then then I have a couple of these little white half beads that we're going to put right in the middle of our bow. It's not really stuck down very well yet. Mary, you are so right. And you know what? Every time I've went to the doctor for my joint issues, for my vocal cord issues, for just pretty much anything that's been going on with me, I keep getting told, well, you're now of that age. It's like, how rude. Why would you say that? And it's like, I don't agree with that. I don't like that. And you need to stop. No. I don't like hearing that. But we've been noticing a lot of things. Okay, so there we have it. And where did I put the base? Here's the base. So then it just sits right down here in that base and it becomes shelf sitter. And of course, if you wanted to hang it, you could. It is on the website. And I've got another one coming up for you, Miss Karen. It's going to be a spring/Eastery type one that I'm going to be planning for Unvaulted. Oh, what just happened? Why did my camera just... Oh, it's weird. I don't know. Sorry, now I'm crooked. Here, I'll sit this way. But, yes, this one is on the website, but you certainly, Karen, if you'd like to order it, you can just let me know, and I will put it up in Unvaulted, and you can pick it up there, so you don't have to pay shipping on it. Well, you know, there's a discounted price for things because I don't charge shipping. It's included in the price. So, thank you, Miss Tracy. I appreciate it. Don't you love it when you're... You know, I don't like it, Miss Mary. I don't like this getting older thing. And I especially don't like them telling me that I'm old. And that's why things are falling apart. That's never a fun thing to hear. But anyways, so this is my project for tonight. I have the link is posted. Thank you, Miss Penny. And again, if you're interested in it, feel free to click on the link and go ahead and order it. And we'll get it shipped out to you right away. All right, guys, I am a little bit early, but we're done. So I'll give you a few minutes of your evening back. Go get a snack and come on back to Craft Around the Clock. Somebody else is on right after me at 7. All right, guys, thanks so much. Bye-bye.